Hey guys, Greg from Shacknews here, aka Gamer Hub Content Network, and today I'm going to walk you through a little bit of this B-roll that we've requested that we've had some commentary on because we can't just put it up without commentary, so I'm giving you some thoughts on what I think of it so far. So Sonic Boom, it seems interesting, the transmedia demographic of Sonic and all those friends having a TV show and like a game and all that stuff. It's a really good idea. I mean, its successors to like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh are any example that they are huge when you do transmedia stuff if done correctly. The one thing I'm always been boggled about by Sonic games is why not just make a return to 2D sprite-based gameplay. Especially in 2014, sprite-based games look like the best Saturday morning cartoons you could possibly get your hands on. And it boggles me to death that these companies are just keep doing 3D Sonic games when you should be just doing a hand-drawn, sprite-based, side-scrolling adventure, which is honestly what Sonic's best at. But regardless, they're trying to reboot the whole Sonic franchise for a new generation. But unfortunately, the nostalgic people like us, you and me, are going to be judging it very harshly, while the new kids aren't really going to know what it is. The new designs, I want to talk about for a second too. They're interesting. I think Sonic's legs are way too long. I think they made every character a little too high, a little too tall, and they just look exactly the same as their counterparts, other than like they elongated their arms and legs for some reason. I don't know why. Knuckles was a cool design. I've seen that a lot in like Ninja Turtles fan art, where like each turtle is a different size and shape. So I don't mind Knuckles being brawly, but like I said, the legs just look funny. They look funny. They look too tall. And it just bugs me. But other than that, I mean, the game looks interesting. I haven't had a chance to play it at E3 yet. It was non-stop. If you guys have a chance, please check out Shacknews.com or YouTube/GamerHub videos for all our content. We literally have hundreds of videos that are in queue to go up over these past few days. Let's see what else I can talk about here. I mean, the game looks, it looks fun. I mean, looks interesting. I'm not really sure how I feel about combat. I remember how when Sonic Adventure came out, I mean, we can say it's nostalgic now. When I played that, I was like, this doesn't feel like a Sonic game. This is weird. And then that weird Sega game where Sonic the Hedgehog, which was on 360, and we were like talking to humans and running around. That game was just atrocious. Which leads me back to my point of bringing back 2D sprite-based games. That's all you need to do, and I think Sonic would just take off. But for some reason, Sega's just really against that. A lot of companies are actually really against returning to 2D sprite games, and I think that's a marketing thing, because I used to work in animation, and I was a huge fan of like Justice League and Batman and Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters, all those shows now. And now I think it's more of a marketing thing that they don't think kids will like 2D animation, so they just make everything in 3D animation, everything. You know, with the Pixar and Disney and all these stuff going, because that's actually more expensive than the 2D counterpart. I love 2D animation. I'm a big fan of it. I sometimes think I think the 3D has its, time, and 2D animation has its time. And when you're making a game that should be 2D, in my opinion, I think this Sonic game should totally be 2 dimensions. But they're trying so hard to just capture that that new audience, I guess, to Sonic. But of course, you have to introduce kids to something flashy and bright and what's the word I'm looking for? New and hip, and 3D is what all the kids are used to seeing in the movies, on television. I mean, the Ninja Turtles thing is 3D. I'm surprised SpongeBob isn't 3D at this point. But still, if you guys like my commentary, rate, comment, and subscribe to the video. I'll leave you with the last 45 seconds of gameplay so you guys can hear some of the cool sound effects that I'm not talking over. And I'll catch you guys later.
We need to throw these guys at the Guardian.
Why are they fluttering? Oh, I hate buying refurbished missiles.
Wow, impressive. You did read the instructions on that thing, right?
Yes. Only had some screws left over this time.
Boom.
Look at... Whoa.
him down to our level.
Mayday! Mayday! This is not what it looks like. This is
Stuck. Let's get him.